Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
Hello.
Oh boy, the Aussies did it.
Yeah, you were telling me when I came in.
Yeah, but when you showed up, I was reading a news article about the Australian police or something. They arrested an Australian pedophile, and then they went on his computer and they're like, "This goes all the way to the top."
Holy shit!
They kept pulling strings. It doesn't sound like it was any politicians or famous people or anything. They listed their professions, and it was really funny. It was like some of them were child. Caretakers or something,
Right.
which is very sad.
Ooh.
But then other ones were like an electrician, a chef. It's like, well, how'd you get mixed into
My
this?
man, they really want to. They're going to risk it all for these kids.
Yeah, you didn't have a friend of a friend or nothing. You're basically out in Washington Square Park trying to buy weed. And then you get fucking trash child porn. You're like, fuck. Yeah, this is mids.
yeah, you're trying to get that child porn straight from California, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just keep getting shitty child
Just some
porn.
Jamaican guy oh man, the best children. You get so hard you come.
You going love this. You going to love this one. Yeah, you get shitty. It's you get
This long time gal I never see you. Come back me ho, you hand gal. That's what you going to sing when you come for the children.
for these children. You're not going to believe these children.
You gonna want to grind on these children.
These children
Yeah.
strutting around like rude boy. You see this girl, she
Yeah.
ready to dagger.
That would be sick if because almost all dance hall music is just about how the singer is not gay. You ever listen to it?
Yeah, dude, dance halls are great. I had for a while. I had Scarlet Boy's phone number. Scarlet Boy was this dance hall guy. He was in some Major Lazer videos, and we would get drunk and call him every 2 weeks, and he'd be like, "Scarlet Boy, who dis?" And then he'd just hang up.
We used to do that with David Liebehart.
Oh, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was great.
I've seen him twice, and James Quall homeless in L.A.
Of course.
Yeah, because anyway, how'd you get David Liebehart's number?
So I got it from my friend Jack, who got it from someone in his college. Apparently, David Liebehart at some point had a public access show where he just put up his phone number.
Oh my god.
What a fool.
And never change it. Well, he's mentally retarded.
Yeah.
David Liebehart is not upset. It was really...
Yeah, looking back on it, it's Tim and Eric is really cruel.
Well, that's why it's funny that Tim has become this crusader for justice now, because all of those people he knowingly manipulated and tricked them into thinking they were going to have careers.
Yeah, do you remember when you bullied retarded people and foreigners? And even a few retarded foreigners in the mix there.
Yeah, man, I saw David Liebehart selling... It didn't even look like CDs. It looked like just items of his out of a trash bag on Hollywood Boulevard. and I was taken aback because I stopped. This must have been... This had to be over a year ago because I was on a date. And I was like, David Liebehart. He goes, "Hey, would you like to buy some of my stuff?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man." And he goes, "Could you buy me a coffee?" And I was like, "No, I'm really sorry." It was really fucked up.
The guy who I got the number roundabout through, apparently he called David Liebehart. Then David Liebehart started calling him. And then by the end of it, David Liebehart was like, "You're in Philly? A lot of good trains in Philly. Can you send me some pictures of the trains?"
Wow, that backfired so badly, dude.
Pretty badly.
That is such a twist.
But anyway, the fucking Aussies.
Yeah, dude.
They
Good
did
on them.
Good on them. But the perp walk photos are so funny.
Oh fuck!
like the one guy, he's just like they have him. I guess they didn't even handcuff him yet. He's just like sitting like crisscross applesauce, leaning against the cop car, just going like like both hands over his face, like he knows he fucked up.
Yeah, getting caught as a pedophile. That's the biggest. That's such a blunder. Other arrests you can kind of play off. Maybe you'll end up on it can become a fun story. Getting arrested for CP, you're never living that one down. Dude.
Yeah, you're not going on. This is not happening.
You're you're not. The minute they take your photo, you're like, fuck. They took my photo for this.
Another one. So the guy, I guess he's like leaving his house. So he's wearing a hoodie and he has it like pulled down so you can't see his face. But the hoodie, like the hood is so big, it looks like a Sith Lord got arrested for child pornography.
That's awesome.
And a lot of it, a lot of this child pornography was OC too, which is very sad.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
So then I just started imagining like a Sith Lord molesting children with the Force.
Oh my God. Just zapping their dicks with lightning.
Yeah, he's like he force chokes them and he's like, "Now you do me."
Yeah, he's pulling the cum. Their cum is like floating in the air, like when astronauts drink water in space.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I think that
he used the lightning like on like Mace Windu. You're just extracting cum and then they fly backwards through a window.
Totally dried out. I think that guy who did that. Are you familiar with that video, Daisy's Destruction? I think that was an Australian guy. This guy who was like kidnapping young girls and forcing them to like perform sex acts on each other, and then he would come in as the goal of one of them was like less.
Then he would Kramer in.
Yeah, he would. It'd be funny if he was orchestrating it like he was saving the day. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, child porn? Can't have this. Like,
yeah. Now let me stop you from the person who's behind that camera.
Yeah.
Police.
Just being a great guy, stopping this child, just happening upon child porn and stopping it immediately? What kind of a saint? I should be canonized. But no, it's actually very sad because the one girl was like less than a year old. And
I can't even riff on that one.
You can't riff on that. Take those riffs back, buddy. We got to roll those riffs back. Yeah, the point of the video, and he was doing it with there was another girl that he was orchestrating these videos with. He was like 17. He had abused her too. And the point of the video was to like mentally destroy this 1-year-old, Daisy's Destruction. And he was an Australian guy. So Australians are no stranger to dealing with fucking pedophiles running around, dude. Getting up to no good. And maybe that might be why they're so hard on, why they're cracking down. So how many were arrested in total?
I think it was 13, but it was like globally.
Whoa, that's a baker's dozen of pedophiles.
And it said
dude.
They sent out like 146 tips to various like local.
Oh, so it was like different countries.
Yeah, they fucking got the IP addresses.
That is so great. I'm so glad that's like. Have you ever seen that? I'm glad that they're finally cracking down on that. Have you ever seen that documentary about Barry Crimmins? Call Me Lucky.
No.
He was a comedian who he was like super political. He was kind of like Bill Hicks but funnier in the 80s, and then he disappeared because like one night in the late 80s at the it was that famous Chinese restaurant in Boston that was also a comedy. I don't know if it was called the Chinese Connection or something like that, but like Louis performed there, Lenny Clark.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He admitted on stage that he had been, like, when he was 5 years old, he had been, like, raped dozens of times by his babysitter. And then he, like, stopped doing comedy. But then he was, like, an early adopter of the internet. And he was really into, like, the potential of, like, early internet. And he was going in AOL chat rooms. And what he found overwhelmingly when the internet was still kind of obscure was that a lot of these chat rooms were being used by child pornographers to trade CP. And he started, like driving himself crazy, like losing weight, documenting it, compiling all this evidence, and he finally went before Congress. He went up and they had a spokesperson from AOL there, and it was Barry Crimmins, like trying to get Congress to like pass laws to like, prevent this from happening. And AOL's official stance on child porn being traded in their chat rooms, because what it's implied is it was very profitable for them because it was such a popular thing that was happening. They're like, well, with child porn in our chat rooms, we implement a 3-strike rule.
Oh my God.
Because they were making so much fucking money off of people using the service, sending like videos.
Senators were like, and now what's the URL? Writing it down.
Yeah, dude, he says it totally straight-faced, and Barry Crimmins but when it's Barry Crimmins' turn to talk, he's like, I think it should be a 1-strike rule, don't you guys? It's a great documentary if you get a chance. Call Me Lucky. It's fantastic.
Damn, I'll check it out.
Yeah, dude, CP on the internet's fucking crazy shit.
It's crazy town, I tell you.
It is some kooky business on there, dude. It's really weird stuff.
Now, I don't mean to overstate it, but it's distasteful.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would go as far as to say it's kind of tacky. Every time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is not how it is, but it is kind of funny to frame it as like you come so weird that international law comes into play.
Yeah. Have you ever jacked off so incorrectly? So have you ever
just ineptly?
Have you ever gone
like, oh, I meant to jack off to an adult. I missed.
Fuck. Yeah. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you spin around and like where you come, you're like, oh fuck, I landed on a kid. I swear to God,
man, you missed the donkey with that pin.
I was aiming for brother sister stuff. Yeah, do you ever come so incorrectly that like Interpol gets involved? You know,
the UN just like puts up a photo of your face on like a PowerPoint. They're like, now this is what we need to stop.
Right, we gotta. Yeah.
I do think that the porn industry, now, you know, this might be on my conspiracy brain.
Here we go, dude.
I think the porn industry has like a vested interest in leading us down rabbit holes as far as fetishes.
No, it totally does.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's like an attempt to normalize shit that like whatever powers that be, like that, like some rich guy and he's like, well, I want to fuck my sister, so I got to start turning people's opinion.
You're thinking about this. It's not even that deep, dude. They want to. You need to. They have a diverse market of products, right? And they want to make sure that everything that they're shooting, they cast a wide net, but they want to make sure that all of it's selling. So they're gonna like. I noticed this,
which I don't even understand because like by now OnlyFans should be eating their lunch. Like, how the fuck is porn profitable?
I think that the best possible thing that could happen is if we talked about this before, the democratization of porn, because the industry is skeevy and slimy and like bad shit happens.
Yeah, as a man who's been on set.
Yeah, as a man who's been on set, they are not professionals. They will insist that they are. They have no idea what they're doing. But no,
aren't you gonna get some fill light?
Yeah, I'm like, I've guys, I don't want to.
I don't think you guys have been on a set for anything before.
Yeah, I want to be like, guys, look, I don't want to tell you to do your job, but I was at the YouTube space last weekend, so I can tell you that he's holding the boom mic wrong, right?
He's holding it upside down.
He's holding it all. They wanted me for that shoot. They wanted me to. I wish that I had, because I realized it was a very famous porn star, like who I've since masturbated to, and they wanted me in like the promotional pictures that they use. They wanted me to like hold her like I was going to make out with her, and I was like, no, I'm not comfortable doing that. So then they still made me do it, but it was just with one of the ugly like extra girls. It was with this like 200-pound Indian chick who just also showed up for extra work, and I was like, should have done it with the porn star.
Dude, that would have. I mean, that wouldn't have been embarrassing. That would have been sick.
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't even know if I should say who it was, but because it's a notable Asian porn star.
Let me guess. It was a Honey Gold.
Was not. Oh, I would have loved if it was Honey Gold. Mm-hmm. Well, we don't need to guess.
We don't need to guess.
We don't need to guess.
Was it Jade Cush?
We don't need to talk about this at all. Because I don't want people to figure out what video it is. We do not need to talk about it.
All right. What? We can move on.
We don't need to even talk about how close you're getting.
Yeah. Especially because what's going to happen now is I'm just going to have so many Asian porn stars ready to rattle off that's going to be
also
weird.
not going to look good.
Yeah.
Well, but
Yeah, because my girlfriend's listening, just like,
okay. I know, yeah.
And then if she was like, hey, I was listening, I'd be like, no, don't worry. I have just as many porn stars of other races memorized.
Babe, I was just about... I ran
give me a
out.
nationality.
Well, no, but to your point about them trying to normalize stuff, I might have talked about this before, but I noticed this thing where I was like watching videos, like they were advertised as regular videos, and then at the end he would pull out and come on her feet. That happened like twice. I was like, they did not say that.
Put
was
it
gonna
in the
happen.
title.
Put it in the title, please.
Yeah, same with like I forget what it was called. But there was this there's this one genre or like one channel of porn that it was like hairy armpit girls, which that's my
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
But then it was also foot stuff. And I was like, damn it, I'm not into foot stuff. But
now-
I guess I got to power through. And you know what happened?
got into foot stuff.
I got into foot stuff.
Dude, I mean, no, it really is. I really do think there's a concerted effort, if only, and I don't think it's as much like a guy at the top trying to normalize shit. I think it's literally just like business. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to ease you into a variety of things because it's good for business. It's good for clicks.
Yeah, I guess because like vanilla porn, there's no money in that, but maybe they're trying to get you to develop a fetish that you have to pay for to like get enough content.
Well, I've even been like, there's this huge thing now where like you can't find. Man, I'm about to. I guess I'll say this anyway. I'm like, I'm auditing the sentence that I'm about to say and revealing that I watch way too much porn, or was at one point. But like, bro, you can't even watch real cream pie videos anymore. Do you know what I mean? Every single cream pie video, it's not.
He comes on the pussy.
No, he comes. Not only does he come on the pussy, but they take that thing where like it makes you produce like 5 times as much cum, or they're like filling, or they're like when they're cutting, they're filling her pussy with fake semen, like. The minute the cream buying starts, it is such an absurd Bugs Bunny amount of cum that we both looked at each other. We were like, let's turn this off. This is ridiculous.
Let's put on 60 Minutes.
But that is like all like anyway. Damn it. But yeah, it's weird. Porn is getting fucking weird, dude.
It is getting extremely weird.
I think the best thing you can do is just support artists directly. Support an OnlyFans girl.
Look, it's very important to support an OnlyFans girl and put it in like a Google Drive thing for your group chat.
Yeah, make that stuff public.
I have not done that, but someone has done that in my group chat, and God love him.
That's just good communism, dude. That's just
yeah. We gotta socialize the pussy.
The pussy's for the proles, dude. The pussy is for the proletariat and always will be.
I guess, from a certain lens, OnlyFans, these hoes seized the means of production, you know?
Absolutely. They literally did.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like, the porn industry, it's a bunch of fucking... I mean, we live in California, so we run into this type of dude so much. Mm-hmm. Just the fucking worst dude ever. Mm-hmm. And he's in a motel room somewhere paying women $500 to blow him, and then is it going online? It's unclear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get that guy out of the mix.
Regardless of whether or not it's going online, because the other thing is, I mean, I'm sure that like some big porn stars do, I don't know how residuals, but like I don't know what kind of like residual income they make from it, but a lot of...
I think it's none, because Mia Khalifa she made nothing off of those videos after like what she got paid to do them.
I've seen that. I've also seen that disputed.
Oh,
I've
really?
also seen that she didn't make a lot of money, but she made more than she's claiming. Because even
yeah, that's probably true. But
she said like $10,000 or something, or less than that, like something crazy, which couldn't be true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
she was like such a popular porn. She had to have made more money, even just like based off of like appearances alone. You know, like at like conventions and stuff. Because although maybe she didn't do that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna get her on the cast.
I think we're getting close enough where we could start asking. Like,
we definitely could. This kid, this open micer that I'm friends with on Facebook, this like crazy kid from DC. interviewed a fucking porn star on his podcast that nobody listens to. I think porn stars. This guy Dan Frigoletti, who I used to do. I did like VFWs with in Maryland. He has a whole podcast where he just interviews like A-list porn stars. But the problem is, I don't know how keen bays are going to be on us getting porn stars in the studio, dude. And just asking them questions. It's not a great look.
I don't even know what I'd ask them.
Yeah,
I'd just be like, "Are you happy? I hope you're happy." My heart goes out to you.
Well, nobody really wants to hear porn stars talk about like regular shit.
I don't even like when they talk in the videos.
Yeah, I realized I haven't watched porn with sound on in like years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For you, it's just like a closed circuit cam.
It's the you were never really here camera. It's just like it's not even a close up.
You don't even see them fuck. It's just like you can see like the guy's ass bobbing like into the frame, and you're like, I think there's a woman in there somewhere. I can make this work. It's
a security cam from the hallway, and the door's open. Yeah. And like 2 minutes in, he shuts the door, and I'm just like, nice.
He fucking crushes the woman's skull with his stick, like the hammer, and you're like, little bit too much like the movie.
Yeah. Again, I wish they'd put it in the title.
Well, yeah, I've seen it like throw. I've seen it do like the switcheroo mid video, where
really?
it's like at the beginning of the video they're saying stepsister, and then by the end they're just saying sister.
Yes, that's a huge. I don't know if it's like it's weird because. And it must be a switcheroo because I don't think there's anything illegal about doing that because there are videos where they're acting like they are blood family fucking each other. But yeah. I've seen the same thing where like it's advertised stepsister. We're revealing so much. This is a damn horny episode, dude. This is a damn raunchy one. And then they just say sister, and then they even say weirder shit where he'll like look into her eyes and be like, "You are my sister." Like,
stop thrusting.
Yeah, it's just like
we share DNA.
Yeah, or they'll talk about like how he's wanted to do this like since he was little. And it's like, I thought the whole situation was like she just moved in.
That's the porn actor like projecting shit from his own life.
Well, that's the other thing is like, dude, to be a porn actor, you have to warp your mind to be into everything.
Yeah.
Like for the job. Like, what do you think?
I mean, you have to be a psychopath. I'm sure.
I think the men do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, dude, because it's like because men kind of have to do everything. Women can kind of pick and choose, but like to work as like a male porn actor, you have to work way more than the women work.
Well, they start you with dogs. They're like, you're in the mailroom, buddy.
Holy fuck, that's so funny. This kind of segues into what I wanted to tell you about because I was talking with Tim Kish. I have to credit Tim Kish for like letting me know about this because we were in the group chat and we were talking about like the weird, like, you know, like Japanese porn, how like the censor, like you can't show any kind of penetration, but like the situations are always 10 times more insane. Like the context of what's going on around the fucking that you can't see is so much more impossibly fucked up that it's like, just let them see the cock go into the vagina at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. But
I think it's funny, like the different ways the Japanese porn censors, where it's like sometimes it's blurry, even like in hentai, sometimes it's blurry,
right. Well,
but then sometimes it's just like white, like they just didn't draw it, like an 80% handgun that you need to finish.
My favorite thing in hentai is when like you can see the whole pussy, but they put one like black horizontal bar over the clit, like it's in witness protection, like you know,
like it's on like an old like punk zine.
Yeah, like. Yeah, or they do the same thing with like where the head meets the shaft. Like you can see that it's a cock, but there's just one line, and it's just like, okay. But so can you?
What?
Can you hand me my phone?
You
say what you're saying?
I always wonder, like are they enforcing that? Like, could you be in your room drawing horny cartoons and you get swatted?
Yeah, the Japanese government comes in like
kills you presumably with a sword.
Yeah, how dare you draw the whole dick?
They force you to commit seppuku.
You know that dick is supposed to be sectioned off. Well,
I like a good partition dick.
yeah. Okay. So how we got onto this subject today was it's crazy how like prude. Like, Japanese culture is very prudent at censorship, but obviously, like, the whole culture is fucked up, and the whole culture gets off on these acts of humiliation that are, like, so depraved, even beyond sexuality. And Tim Kish, host of the podcast Reasonable Beef, good podcast, check it out. He told me about this Japanese comedian who rose to prominence in the 90s named Nasubi. Nasubi is Japanese for eggplant. Or he was an aspiring Japanese comedian. Dude, you've got to fucking hear. I'm going to read you the Wikipedia article because it's one of the great. I mean, this is one of the greatest tales I've ever.
This is going to be so sick.
It's
fucking oral presentations eggplant to me.
Okay, so there was a reality show in Japan in 1998 called Denpa Shonen Teki Kensho Saiketsu. So Nasubi, he's known as this retroactively. His birth name was Tomoaki Hamatsu. But
yeah.
Nasubi was challenged to stay alone, unclothed in an apartment for Susunu Denpa Shonen, a Japanese reality television show on Nippon Television, after winning a lottery for a show business related job. He was challenged to enter mail-in sweepstakes until he won 1 million yen, or $10,000 in total. He started with nothing, including no clothes. Like, he starts with nothing. He has to win everything. So he started with nothing, including no clothes. He was cut off from outside communication and broadcasting, and had nothing to keep him company except the magazines that he combed through for sweepstakes entry forms. After spending 335 days to reach his target, he set the Guinness World Record for the longest time survived on competition winnings. So Nasubi lived in front of the camera with only his possessions that he won via the sweepstakes, save for basic utilities such as running water and heating. And the stacks of postcards and magazines required for entering the sweepstakes. Due to his nudity, they made him be nude. Due to his nudity, an eggplant cartoon covered his genitals when Nasubi was standing on camera. Nasubi is the Japanese word for eggplant. The nickname was also chosen due to his 30-centimeter long face shaped like a Japanese eggplant. So
they got him twice.
Yeah, they got him twice. So Nasubi believed that he was being recorded and the show would be rebroadcast later once the footage had been compiled. But in reality, he was being live streamed every week. It was being compiled and re-aired each week, complete with sound effects present at the frequent intervals, especially to highlight his sadness and frustration. At first, it was so funny because, like, he kept winning TVs and PlayStations, but not food. So, at first, he received no food at all, drinking only water and losing a lot of weight. Eventually,
all right, I'm in.
This is, dude,
you sold me.
This is how
I'm nude, ripped, and I got a PS5.
This was before the Truman Show, by the way. Like, this was, Japan really did, and it doesn't, we haven't even gotten to the craziest shit yet. So, eventually he won some sugary drinks from his sweepstakes entries, and then a bag of rice, and he eventually survived for weeks on dog food.
What could he possibly have been paid to do this?
Not that much. I don't even know if he got to keep all the shit. Like, the article doesn't say. So, this is also before Castaway, we should say. He carried on conversations with a stuffed animal that he adopted as his sensei, and he never won any clothing that he could wear, only ladies' underwear that were too small. So, nor did he ever win anything to trim his growing facial hair. He was here for like a full year. He also won other prizes he was unable to use, like movie tickets and a bicycle, both of which would have required him to exit the apartment to utilize. When he won a television set, it was initially useless as there was no cable or antenna in the apartment, intentional by the producers out of fear he would discover he was already on TV. But it became useful when he later won a VCR for two videotapes he had won previously, and a Sony PlayStation for the games and controllers he had won previously. Upon reaching his goal, so he made it to 1 million yen. Sorry. Upon reaching his goal, he was clothed and blindfolded and taken to a surprise location. Nasubi happily went along, believing he was going to get a special prize for a year of hard work. After they removed his blindfold, he found himself in South Korea, where he was shown... where he was shown around town and taken to another apartment. He was once again asked to take off his clothes and challenged to enter sweepstakes. It's so funny to strip a man nude and go, I dare you to enter sweepstakes. I bet you won't enter sweepstakes. So he was challenged to enter sweepstakes. This time his goal was to win enough money to afford a flight with Japan Airlines to return home.
So they just stranded him?
They stranded him in South Korea and made him win his ticket home.
Are there like more sweepstakes in Asia?
Yeah, because
here I don't like. You get a fucking email and you.
It takes like a month or like you don't hear back. So like the fact is like how long must he have? I have to look up. I wonder if any footage of this exists online. I meant to watch it before I came over, but this story is fucking incredible. Okay, it's still not over. So when Nasubi quickly met this goal after several weeks, and they wanted the show to keep going, after several weeks of entering competitions, it was revised, so they changed it on him that this time he has to afford a ticket in first class. And this goal was also met in a matter of weeks. When he had won enough to return to Japan, he was blindfolded, clothed, and taken to another apartment. When the blindfold was removed, he looked around and let out a deep sigh. And this time,
sigh, just start taking your clothes off.
That's what he did. He just started taking his clothes off. He looked like they've mentally broken this man.
This is absolutely how I would respond to that.
Yeah, it's like the Stanford prison experiment. He just accepted his role.
Well, I can't walk out the unlocked door.
So he started willingly taking his clothes off, at which point, when he began to, once he had undressed fully, the walls of the apartment all fell down and it revealed that he was in a TV studio. With a huge... So now he's just standing naked in front of a huge live audience. So, and by the way, this was the most watched show in Japan. It was getting like 15 million viewers every week. So yeah, the walls fall away, huge live broadcast. Nasubi was confused because he was told the show had not been broadcast. So the entire ordeal lasted 15 months, so more than a year, 15 months, during which time his diaries on his experience of being locked away from the outside world had become bestsellers. They published his diaries without his knowledge. Yeah, the TV show broke all records.
This guy was owned.
Yeah, I mean, the worst part is still coming. Because, again, he did this because he wanted to have a career in show business. He wanted to be a comedian. So, yeah, 17 million viewers every Sunday night. He reported being hot and sweaty wearing clothing after his... he was unaccustomed to clothing. He basically reverted to he was never comfortable in clothing afterwards. And for the first 6 months, he had difficulty speaking to people. They old boyed him. It was literally the beginning of Old Boy. Like when the guy's just like in the elevator with the woman and he's like,
I haven't seen it actually.
Oh, they lock him away for 10 years and then they let him out. And like the first person that he sees, he's like, what?
I feel like I'm always like that.
Yeah. You would do great at this.
I think I would.
So, all right. So after all of this, after all the rigors he went through in order to become a famous comedian, Nasubi was unable to succeed in the variety TV world. Instead, he became a local talent in his native Fukushima, as well as a dramatic stage actor, founding the stage troupe The Eggplant Way. So he performed in some animes, voice acted in some anime. So Nasubi reports that he is grateful for the experience and that the producer apologized to him. The producer, Toshio Tsuchiya, says he has no regrets about what he did to Nasubi and confirms that he did apologize and state that his goal was always to produce miracles on film, which is what happened.
Did they shoot this on film?
That would be incredible if they shot it on 35 millimeter, like gorgeous Panavision film.
Yeah, like they make Kodak open up a factory again.
It's like Hateful Eight, where it's like they're using like ultra wide 70 millimeter just to shoot one nude guy in an apartment. I mean, so like,
dude, if I was in this apartment, it would quickly turn into Nude Taxi Driver. I'm just burning myself on the stove. Everyone's bummed out. No one watches it.
Yeah, I would love to see how the Brendan Crick, dude, I wonder if, I'm amazed that this has never been replicated. I have to read more about this, but, holy fuck, how was that legal?
Yeah, I don't know what their laws must be different.
Well, that's
Like
exactly
they must
what I'm
have
saying.
special exemptions in the laws for game shows.
You cannot watch two people fuck uncensored, but it is fine to destroy a man's brain while he's wearing women's underwear. And
Yeah.
you can put that on Nippon. I'm pretty sure it's like the public television. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the national like public television service. Like imagine.
So this was like subsidized by the government.
Yeah, dude, imagine if PBS just had like a block of programming after like fucking Charlie Rose or whatever, where it was just like a fat guy in his underwear getting beat up by jocks for an hour. Like they just slather him in peanut butter and kick him in the balls. It's like made in part by
Just
viewers like you.
unwilling jackass. It's like, I'm Bam Margera. This is Jackass. There's a guy in the background like, what? This is Jackass? They just shoot him with a gun. Dude, Japanese game shows are crazy. Have you ever seen the one where so it's in like it looks like it's in like a hangar. And
yes.
there's no like seats. It's just like a bunch of, in the subtitles, I think it said they were college students or something, like local college students. I think it was basically, like audience work. Like they gave
Right.
everybody $100 and brought them in, and they all just stand in a ring. And this like male straight porn star, they're like interviewing him, and he's like, I don't know, I don't care. Basically, the premise of it is, so the garage door opens.
Mm-hmm.
And behind it is a very fat gay Japanese man.
Oh yes, I know about this.
Yeah. And the guy, it like cuts away to his like interview, and he's like, look, I don't care what he does. He says he's very good at it, but I'm a straight man. I am not going to get hard, and I will not come. And then it cuts to the gay guy, and he's just like, I'll make him come. Like he doesn't even he doesn't even think it's important to like give a full like blurb. He's just like, I'll make him come.
Hi.
Yeah. So then he doesn't even just like suck his dick. They put him inside a wooden box, and he sucks his dick. So like the guy can't see him.
Right, so he can't be disgusted.
Yeah, so he can't be
just pure
disgusted
sensation.
by like he looked like a sumo guy almost.
Right.
But he had like a very feminine like walk to him.
Oh, dude.
It rolled.
I mean, I don't even think gay people can get married in Japan, right? Like they don't.
No,
they don't even
I think
have
it's
rights.
illegal. I think you go to jail.
It's like gay people don't.
They hit you with bamboo.
they do not have rights unless you're using your feminine wiles as a gay man to trick a straight man into coming in your, like, what the fuck is, there is such a chasm between like I know we talked about like how depraved like Hollywood show business is, but we should be looking into these Japanese producers, dude.
I think so.
Because like I
It
know-
seems like what Hollywood does to women and girls, Japan does to like 30-year-old dudes.
yeah, just like respectable salary men. They're just like well, like isn't there that one Japanese show where it's like literally the girls just like put their asses in holes and guys have to like come up and like eat their asses or smell their asses? Have you seen that?
I don't think that's a show.
No, that's a show. I'm telling you,
I've
seen
seen this. It's like a wood paneled wall.
it. Yeah, isn't it a show? Or is it just a
it's
place?
just porn.
No, it's not porn. No, this is broadcast. I swear to God.
Look, I don't know what kind of cable I have, but it's at my house. Yeah.
I could have sworn. Hang on.
Oh, but
keep talking.
real
but
quick.
go on.
Let me finish. So,
Yeah, please.
so he goes under it, and they like keep stopping to ask the guy like what he thinks. I think I think this was too early for GoPros. But it'd be funny if they had like a suck cam inside the box. But so the guy like beforehand he was like, I'm not gonna come, and I'm not gonna get hard. And then like a couple minutes into it, they interview him again. He's like, all right, I am hard, but he will not make me
Will
come.
not make me come.
And then the other guy's just like, I will make him come.
It just pops, it pops out of the
Yeah.
wooden box.
He doesn't doubt himself for a second.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Gay people in Japan, it's funny. Like there's a flamboyance to gay Japanese people where it's like, dude, you're putting like You're putting every other like nationality of gay person to shame. like seriously, they carry. There's almost a menacing
They're all
aura.
Nathan Lane.
They are. They're all. Okay, this is what it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not a show and it's not porn. It's a restaurant.
What?
Yeah, it's so much worse. So much worse. It is a. How does that pass health code?
Yeah. At the very least, the health like that would be so funny. Like the health inspector comes in with his clipboard, passes the wall of assholes, and then he's like, "You need to store that rice 6 inches above the floor." Gonna give you a B on that.
Wait, it might also be a game show. Damn, dude.
What kind of world is this where you can go eat dinner at a game show?
You can go. All right, let's see this. What is behind? It's this picture that like went. Is actually, and there really is a game show. Anyway, okay, so it appears to be a restaurant. There's a lot of people speculating on the origin of this picture, but yeah, it looks like there's a restaurant where you can go and like eat ass in Japan.
Like with a bib.
Yeah. I really want to go to Japan. Not for any of those reasons. This is a complete...
Just as an observer.
Yeah. I want to see... I mean, when we did the Hard Times podcast, Matt's story about like those jack-off cafes, they have jack-off cafes, Brendan.
Yeah. Love it.
The Japanese sexuality is so wild, and they won't fuck each other. They refuse to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Nasubi, I just had to tell you about Nasubi because I was
that ruled.
Dude, I was fucking I woke Bae up this morning to tell her like she was peacefully sleeping and I shook her awake to say I'm sorry, I have to read this Wikipedia article to you.
That rules. Oh wait, so let me just finish. So
sorry, go ahead.
So the gay suck off reality show of spoiler alert, of course he makes him come. And just like the college students are just like lightly clapping. Again, I haven't seen this in a while, so I could be getting the details wrong. But just imagine like what went through that guy's head. Because like, it's 2020 now, but I think that was like 2003. And it's Japan, so he's like, I'm going to get arrested. They're gonna take my kids away.
That would be awesome if that happened on camera. like the host is like, oh no, and then like the woo woo, like the police come in. He gets strapped to a stretcher and carried away.
A cartoon like flashes on the screen of him in jail.
I mean, pull your dick out of the hole for Christ's sake. If you feel that you're about to come, I would be like, whoop. Also, what is he winning if he doesn't come? Is it like some amount of money?
I don't even remember.
What amount of money is even worth that? Yeah, dude. We got to go to Japan. We got to observe some of this stuff, dude.
It's going to make for some great content.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
I mean, we got to crash with Afro in Japan. Devoted listener, Afro in Japan, dude. I want to see some of those gyaru girls. Those girls who just do blackface.
Why did you say it that way?
Because that's how, Look, man, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, dude. Gyaru. Oh. I want to be... I feel like Japanese people, if you do the voice to them, they'll roll with it. I feel like they will just... Do you know what I mean?
They'll be like, oh, he's respecting us.
Yeah. Well, they want you to be like, they love the idea of the ridiculous American. I know this. I've been to Japan many times. Do you know who Japanese people...
Yeah.
Like?
I think I was tweaking things. I think it made the sound better overall. But when we breathe or snort, it does like pick up very well.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm super sniffly.
No, I know. That's it's my fault. I'll fix it later.
Oh, it's fine. I think people are gonna like it a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people listen to this show because they're horny for men's breathing.
They wish that they could be nestled up in my adenoids. I know, dude. Yeah. I know that I have those sultry tones.
I got this thing because I feel bad when Bae sleeps over, she gets no sleep because
right.
I'm a pug. We've gone over this.
Right.
I'm so fat and I snore so much.
A lot of gene problems.
A lot of gene problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got this little thing where it's like a clip that goes on your septum, and it's supposed to somehow like open up your passages.
Interesting.
I hope it works.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
dude.
know. I've tried it like the last 2 days, but I can't tell. I was like, maybe I'll wake up feeling more rested or something.
Mm-hmm. That'll be interesting. Let me know how that goes, because I might get one of those too. Bay and I didn't get. I'm so tired. Bay and I woke up last night. We both woke up. We were like, it's probably 6 a.m. And then we looked at our phone.
Tony doing a Zoom show?
No, I wish. No, it's just nobody. Isaac's house is not for girls. And like,
No.
you know, we've lasted 1 day, like 1 or 2 days on my bed was fine. It's gotten so bad that like we booked a hotel for tomorrow night, actually, like the last night that she's here, because we're like, we cannot sleep in this fucking bed.
Until she leaves, then you'll go back and just stare at the ceiling and be like, what have I done?
Yeah, no, but
I was in hospital jail. I can pay more rent.
I mean, yeah, I already going in for another screening on Wednesday morning.
Nice.
So, oh, yeah, dude. We're about to get paped up with medical money. I'm taking some inhaler thing this time. I don't know what it does. We're going to find out. But, yeah, dude, we were up since fucking like 2 a.m. last night, just like, and we didn't get any sleep at all. I'm running on absolute fumes.
Why? Just because, like, your bed sucks?
Because my bed sucks. Also, you know what? She's a little bit of a bed hog. I do somehow wake up like dangling off the side of my bed, which, like, you know, if I fall off, I'm going face first into Rita's litter box. Like, it's a really perilous situation.
Why do you have the litter box right next to the bed?
Because there's no room.
Oh.
Because that's the only place that it could. I had to do a little game of Tetris when I moved in there, and that was the only place it would fit.
Oh, that's what I do every 3 months.
But you have way more options.
Yeah, that's true. I keep finding new options.
There was one option for where the litter box could go, and unfortunately, Rita she took a shit like a human man last night, and that really could do nothing to get rid of that smell.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so we're just in my room is like a convection oven, like all the heat gets trapped in it.
Yeah, it's cooking the poop.
It's cooking the shit, and you know I can't. I have had Bay and I. There's been. It feels like we're in like a love, like that room has like sucked all of the intimacy out of our relationship. It feels like we fast forwarded 50 years. We're just in like a sexless marriage. It's a completely transactional relationship. It's like, no, you're here so that I won't be afraid of death. Like,
dude, I never thought about that. Maybe I got to get wifed up because I am so afraid of death.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're doing, man.
I was talking about that with Isaac today. I'm terrified of failure and death. And those are my driving emotions right now.
Death is sort of like the ultimate failure. It really is, dude.
Yeah.
You
lose.
Yeah, you were supposed to keep going, loser. Why didn't you should have collected more adrenochrome and leveled up?
Got to collect that adrenochrome. Whatever it is, it's important, I'm sure.
It comes out of the brains of children.
Oh, so how do I get it out of there for me? I gotta check in with these Australian guys.
That is the thing about Hillary Clinton. It's like, no. Hillary Clinton is not fucking those kids. She's extracting. She's pulling the pit out of their pineal gland, almost like a plum. So don't mislabel her as a pedophile, dude. She has an IV drip of adrenochrome.
Yeah, I can't imagine what Hillary Clinton enjoys sexually. I'm not even. There's no way for me to make any kind of prediction.
I think it's beyond sex for her. I think that she probably masturbates to something, but I think she's really in like this. She probably lives in like a realm of violence, like the Cenobites or something from Hellraiser.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, maybe she crushes a small animal. Yeah.
Oh, I bet she's into Crush. Have you ever watched crushing videos?
Of course not.
Okay. Me neither.
But Nick, you love animals so much.
I know, but Brandon, I love to test the limits of my will. You know what I'm like? If I'm on live, I don't watch them anymore. But there was a time when I was on Live Leak, and similar to porn, I was like, let's see how far we can crank the volume on this thing. That stuff. I've only watched them crush like lobsters. Like I couldn't do kittens, and lobsters are pretty fucking sad, honestly.
Yeah. Lobsters have a rough go at it. Because, I mean, they say that you drop them in boiling water, they die painlessly. Not true.
Not true at all.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Because they have one last, like, panic.
Please help. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be doing that to lobsters, dude.
No, I made a lobster once. It was... You know that, like, when you're still living with your parents, you're, like, 18, and you don't have a lot of money, but you have 0 bills, so
Yes.
it feels like you're rich?
You're like, I'm going to get a lobster. I know this exactly.
Yeah. So I went to the grocery store I worked at, and at the end of my shift, I just took home a lobster.
Coming home with a lobster is such a red flag. Like, you would rather see your son with a crack pipe than just bringing a lobster into the house.
Yeah. We didn't even have a pot big enough, so I had to go down in the storage room and get like the giant like pot that my mom used for like canning,
Oh my god!
like heating up the cans so they sealed.
Right,
And then I heated it up. I thought it was hot enough.
right.
I dropped the lobster in, and it took minutes for it to die.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
I immediately felt so awful, and I didn't even enjoy it.
Yeah. You know what? I like. I don't think I'm going to go vegan or anything anytime soon. But while Bay and I were in Echo Park, we got these. Have you had Monty's?
No.
Do you know Monty? You should try it. They are these all vegan, like, and granted, they're full of fucking estrogen and they're super bad for you and all this stuff. But how often should you be eating hamburgers? But they do these Impossible Burger 2.0. It's really, really good.
Well, I can't afford any more estrogen in my body because, as we know, actually, I should get tested again now that I'm on different pills.
Right.
Damn, that was really a huge blow when I found that out.
That you had so much estrogen in your body.
Well, it's not that I mean, I don't think I have more than the normal amount of estrogen.
Right.
I'm very low T.
Right. So you don't want to offset those scales, dude. You don't want to add estrogen to an already low T. That seesaw will go up like that.
Yeah. Can't be doing that.
But you should, if you want a good place to eat, look up Monty's Burgers. Try one of these burgers, Brendan. The fries are really good. The cookies are really good. They make them without like gluten or milk or anything. It's all vegan, and it like tastes like a burger, and you feel light afterward. You don't feel like.
But that's my favorite part of eating is afterwards when you get real slow.
The sedation.
Yeah,
the sedation from fucking like.
You know when your brain stops thinking for a little bit and you just exist?
Did you know that you can get... There is a such thing as being bread drunk. If you eat enough, like, if you eat a fuckload of carbohydrates, it slows your brain down. And that's why you get, like, that weird, like, heroin, like, sedated feeling.
Is that why I eat so much pasta?
Are you trying to intentionally, like, kill your brain?
No.
like numb the feeling?
But now I'm wondering, I'm like, is that why I eat like I do? Because subconsciously I'm like, close enough.
That's a good point. Maybe that's what you're doing, dude.
Maybe.
A lot of pasta is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks not being able to have any vices. Like, I cut the caffeine thing out,
Right.
and then tonight I had like a decaffeinated black tea. Felt like shit.
Were you amped up, or are you like you crashed?
I wasn't like amped up, but I just like immediately like my head was like feeling shitty.
You
and
weren't
stuff.
used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I guess it's not good for you at all, even decaffeinated, but
Well, yeah, you're not. Nobody's supposed to. I don't really drink caffeine ever, and I'm always kind of like troubled by people who need coffee. I'm like, it's weird that we're all okay with this, because like when I
Yeah.
have coffee, I'm like, I feel noticeably different. Like this is a drug for sure.
oh, for sure. It's the goddamn like 8-hour 9 to 5 shit.
Oh,
where
it's
like
work culture,
it's you know, that's not healthy for you at all.
right?
To like go to an office, work 8 hours. The entire time you're in there is when the sun's up, if it's winter.
Right.
And then you leave and it's dark.
Right. Yeah. Everything that supplements that lifestyle is like really bad for your mental health.
Yeah, and it was so bad for my fucking finances because like I was making decent enough money, but I was so stressed that I like would compulsively buy things because
Right.
it made me feel better short
Yeah,
term.
dude. No, totally.
So then I ended and I'm like, I should have had more money than this. But
No, dude, that was the cycle of capitalism. Like true, like that's
Yeah.
what it was, dude. Working a dead end job, feeling like shit. I'll purchase something small. You get joy for 5 minutes, but when it shows up, maybe you're happy. But like how much do you value any of those things that you bought to make yourself feel better?
Not too much.
Almost
Honestly,
none
I
of that.
regret the guitar because now my I forgot that I had a table saw injury and like broke my finger.
Oh yeah, you can't really play.
No, like if I play too long, it hurts. Or it part of it, it's like it doesn't completely hurt, but it's like I don't have the dexterity. Like it like
Right.
locks. It doesn't like move fluidly.
Oh, I see.
So I'm like, fuck.
Well,
I'll try to sell it back on Craigslist.
well, but also, Brendan, think about this. That guitarist in Black Sabbath didn't have the tips of his fingers. He was still able to do it. Maybe you're just a quitter.
I mean, I don't need to work this hard for like my third hobby.
No, man, you're going to be in Black Sabbath.
That's my dream, is to specifically be in a band that I don't think exists.
Yeah, man, it sucks. I almost got. I'm like eyeing a purchase. Like, there's a purchase that I really want to make that'll make me feel better after hospital jail. But I'm also like seeing if I can just like run out the clock on the feeling. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
'cause I
that's-
really, really want it, but I'm like, I feel like if I push past this, because I feel like I will like it for like a day and then not.
What is it?
Oh, I want to get the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. I really want to play. I really want to get one.
How much is it?
It's like $100.
Yeah. You could also, you could get a Raspberry Pi for like $40 and then have a lot of fun like making it and getting the ROMs on it.
True, but this is going to sound so fucking nerdy. The accuracy of emulation with M2 is like a cut above, like the company that did this. And also, I want to play with the original controller that they included.
Okay.
I know it's so stupid, but like...
No, that's not stupid.
Yeah, because like, it's like it does when you play TurboGrafx 16 games with like a fucking Xbox controller. It's like, this is not what I want.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion with an Xbox controller was weird.
It's weird, especially this.
I think it worked out better because I had never played it on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I play Super Mario 64 on my PC, it's weird.
It's yeah, dude. I'm even feeling that way with like the Mario remasters on Switch. Like it's like, I mean, it's cool how specific Nintendo's controllers are, but like it makes like porting their games feel weird.
Yeah. I would love like N64 games if they like remapped them. Like, I would love to play GoldenEye with like the 2-stick thing.
Yeah. You
Like there's got to be some modder who could do that, make GoldenEye modern controls,
higher
and like
frame rate.
better AI.
I think I want to say they did that. I want to say there was like a what do I want to open source like GoldenEye remake or something.
I think that exists. I think they just did the multiplayer though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that single player was tight. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy that fucking thing. I'm going to hospital. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm about to be.
I'm honestly jealous. I wish that I had like a good body and wasn't like didn't need 4 other pills to live.
Right. Because I'm just, dude. I'm living free, and when I'm there, I feel like McMurphy from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
You're fucking narrating.
Yeah, I'm walking around the halls.
The nurses are nice to you, and you keep trying to like egg them on to
Yeah.
do something mean.
I keep trying to break out, and they're like, "You can leave at any time. You're here voluntarily. We're paying you to be here."
If anyone else wanted to be here, we wouldn't be paying you $8,000.
Yeah, excited to go home.
You'll go home, buddy.
I can't wait, buddy. That's all I think I have in me.
All
For
right.
this episode, I'm about to fall asleep in your room.
Okay.
Do we have any plugs?
Cowardhour.com. Sign up for Coil.
Yeah. Sign up for Coil.
All right.
Bye.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo, heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh that's right, it's time to fillet, no need to debate me. I suck until I go ooh wee and spray my white pee. I got that ski.
Everybody